Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, though, we're going to be looking at a core mechanic of D&D itself. Specifically, we're going to be having a look at a subclass of the wizard, the School of Transmutation. Transmutation is a spell school that is all about changing the world, altering the presence of reality, and really just transforming things to better help you in the world of D&D. But how do the mechanics of the school pan out? Let's have a look. As with all wizard schools, they get a savant ability, which allows them to copy transmutation spells into their spellbook for less gold and less time. I don't talk about these abilities since every school gets it, so we don't take it into account. At level 2, they get the Minor Alchemy power. This allows them, with a 10-minute ritual, transmute a type of material into another type of material for an hour, also requiring your concentration. Not really sure what this is for. I mean, if you're going to use a material like for a spellcasting component, or if you're trying to pull off some sort of trap that you don't mind wasting your concentration on and a 10-minute setup on, fine, but I have a really hard time seeing how this is a useful ability. And being your second level ability, this is something you're going to have the whole game. It doesn't buff up, it doesn't get any better. This is a 4 out of 10 power. I really don't see how this is going to be useful, other than really specific situations that I have a hard time imagining. Thankfully, it gets better at level 6 with the Transmuter Stone. You can create a special stone that you give to a creature or you can hang on to yourself, and when you create it, you choose a special power it gives you. Either dark vision, increased speed, proficiency in constitution saves, or resistance to a specific type of damage. All of these are good. Literally all 4 of these powers, depending on the circumstance, could be game-changing. It does require a little bit of foresight, but the Transmuter Stone is a 9 out of 10 power, because none of this is bad. All of it works in your favor, and although it could have a little bit of redundancy if you use the wrong ability, it's still going to help you out in some way. Then at level 10, you gain the Shape Changer power. You get Polymorph added to your spells, which you probably have at this point already, but in case you don't, now you have it. And you can use it once for free, transforming into a creature that is CR1 or lower, which is kind of like the Druid's Wild Shape power. One free casting of Polymorph is okay. Like, that's fine. And getting Polymorph added, that means you can then use it as a regular spell once you have used that once free. And, Polymorph is one of the best spells in the game. I don't really see much here other than here's Polymorph, which again, if you wanted, you already would have by this level. But there's nothing wrong with this ability. 8 out of 10. Then finally, at level 14, you get Master Transmuter. This allows you to break your Transmuter Stone, so you lose your resistance to damage, dark vision, speed, whatever you're using it for. But you get a super ability as a one-off thing. It allows you to cast Major Transformation, which, if you focus for 10 minutes, allows you to permanently change a material, kind of like the Minor Alchemy power. Problem is, it can't be increased in value, so you can't turn like wood into gold or something like that. It also can restore youth, giving a creature a longer lifespan, although you can't age someone below the age of 13. That's a bit of a weird one. But there are 2 abilities that are really good. One, you can use Restore Life, which just casts Raise Dead on a creature for free. You don't even need to know the spell. The stone can just do it. Or you can use a power called Panacea, which basically heals diseases, conditions, and restores all health. It's just an ultra heal. Now, you can only use this once per day because you have to spend a long rest creating a Transmuter Stone, and destroying it does get rid of the other abilities that it gave you. But as a quick emergency heal or a raise dead in your pocket, it's great. And circumstantially, I could see the other two being useful, but those two are the ones that really matter the most. This is another 9 out of 10 power. And overall, I give the Transmutation Wizard a 8 out of 10. Its minor alchemy ability is a big letdown, but beyond that, Polymorph is one of the greatest spells in the game. The Transmuter Stone and the Master Transmuter power give you a huge amount of versatility to prepare for things, and a couple get-out-of-jail-free cards that are just great to have. And having them with the Wizard, who normally is not a healer, this just adds extra utility that a Wizard normally wouldn't have. So, 8 out of 10. This is a pretty specific type of wizard, but what it does incredibly well. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more subclass reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.